Hello, we are in 2016 and the year has just flown by. The 2015 has just flown by. But 2016 is a year which is full of abundance because last year was a planning year and 2016 is a creative year. So I would be speaking about the major trends. But before that, we need to keep in mind the phenomena about long-term planets and short-term planets. The long-term planets are Jupiter, and it remains in your house for 1 year. The Saturn, 2.5 years. Uranus, 7 years. Neptune, 14 years. And Pluto, from 15 to 30 years, depending upon each zodiac. Now, what are the short-term planets? The short-term planets, Moon, which stays in your sign for 2.5 days. Mercury, from 20 to 30 days. Sun, 30 days. Venus, approximately 30 days. Mars, approximately 2 months. Hi Scorpions, the major trends for 2016 for you. Since long-term planet means long-term projects, so many of the trends are spilling over in 2016 from the previous 2015. Now, Saturn has been in your money house since December 2014. Even though money has been trickling in, yet with a very tight hand. Often this is because responsibility pours in from different quarters for you. All that you need to do right is to get reorganized. Pluto, the ruler of your horoscope, has been in your house of community for many years now and will remain there for many more years to come. Now, this is a wonderful position for all those who are involved in education, marketing or traveling. Your mind would be focused on whatever you're doing. Neptune has been in your house, fifth house of fun and creativity for many years. Now, this shows affinity for entertainment, but in a more sincere and pious way. Those of you involved in the performing arts are usually or unusually inspired these days. Uranus has been in your 6th house for many years, thus you witness loads of changes at work. Now, this transit also shows dramatic changes in your health regime. Your financial planet Jupiter spends most of the time in Virgo and is in wonderful aspects to the ruler of your chart, Pluto. Now, who's the ruler of your chart? Your ruler of the chart is Pluto, so it's having a very good aspect. So Jupiter and Pluto are in wonderful aspect. Now, what does this indicate? This indicates prosperity through a variety of means. Jupiter leaves Virgo on September 10th and enters Libra, which indicates important financial changes, changes in your attitude and the way you think and strategize. Your most important interests this year are finance, communication and intellectual interests, children, pleasures and creativity till September 9th, after which you will be involved in friends, group activities and your own spiritualism. Now we take your health. Now please keep in mind that whatever I am telling you is an astrological perspective on health and not a medical one. In olden days, these perspectives were identical, but in today's world, it is taken as a reference and precautionary matter. For a medical perspective, please seek medical attention. Saturn. Now, Saturn left your sign at the end of December 2014, which brought great improvements in your overall health and energy. This year, there are no long-term planets in stressful aspect to you. They are either making nice aspects or leaving you alone. Therefore, health should be good. If there have been any pre-existing conditions, then you would find some improvement. There will be periods when health and energy would feel a dip, but this would be temporary because of the short-term transits of the planets. Health is good. Yet, your 6th house of health is very strong this year. There are two ways of looking at the reasons here. One is that you are perhaps overzealous about your health and you're magnifying little things into big things. The other way that you are now involved in a healthy lifestyle and healthy regimes. You can make your health even better by following my simple tips on reflexology. The important points in reflexology for the year ahead are trying to massage all the feet on a regular basis, the top of the bot as well as the bottom. Pay extra attention to the points like both your thumbs, because it takes care of your pituitary glands, back and neck, and the middle portion of the foot, which takes care of the intestines. Now, while paying special attention to these areas, also take into account the ankles and the space around it. Uranus is your family planet. His position in your 6th house of health shows the importance of keeping harmony in the family. Health problems, if they could happen, they will stem from family disharmony. So the first step to recover health is to restore harmony as quickly as possible. It is highly important to keep your moods positive and constructive. Good health for you means good emotional health. Meditation will be of big help to you. The good thing about Uranus in your 6th house is that you will not learn by the book, but through trial, error and experimentation. Your personal life. Now, this area of your life has been turbulent for some years now. It was unstable, that is to put it very mildly. Situations will get better now, though turbulence will still be there. The main problem would be disagreement on everything and every issue. You may find yourself out of harmony with the family. You could witness breakups and tough shakeups. If only you could bridge your differences, situations will improve and become much easier. There is a need for much patience with people around you. Keeping the family in harmony is a tough challenge for you, but it will help you maintain your health and energy. Your family planet Uranus is in your 6th house, and that shows that you are working to improve the health of the house you live in. Make sure all your gadgets are well serviced. Your 6th house is also the house of work. Hence, working from home will be a good idea. If you plan to relocate, then doing it this year is not a good idea. Your parents or parent figure would support all your plans and be quite generous with you. Major repairs, renovations or constructions in the home could happen anytime. It's a matter of choice. Because you perhaps don't really feel the need to do it, but if you want to do it anyway, do it whenever you want. Career and finance. With the move of Jupiter in August last year, he started making wonderful aspects to Pluto, the ruler of your chart. Now, this shows prosperity, and the trend continues strongly until September 9th and shows not only prosperity but also a secure kind of a prosperity. Jupiter in Virgo is in your 11th house. Thus, earnings come from online activities, perhaps online business. Your innovative mind creates some wonderful inventions which can be profitable. In Virgo indicates sound financial judgment. Scorpio has this naturally and knows how to get value for your money. Now your intuitions are sharper than ever, so analyzing your health, emotional and financial will not be a problem for you at all. From an investment perspective, your feel from the technology sector bond seems more favorable. After September 10th, finances get a wee bit complicated and you will have to work hard for your goals. Jupiter moves into your spiritual 6th house from here on. It is the financial intuition that's important for you. Disharmony in the family remains imminent. Be willing to follow your intuition no matter how uncomfortable you feel. The financial planet in the 12th house shows that you will be in a period for exploring the spiritual dimensions of wealth. Your challenge is to access the supernatural sources of supply rather than the natural ones. The works of Ernest Holmes and Emmett Fox are good starting points. Read their books. Wisdom lies in getting involved with charities and altruistic causes from September 10th onwards. Saturn is in your money house. Now this placement demands reorganizing and restructuring your financial life. You will have all the resources you need at your disposal to rearrange things in a different way. The last 2 years were banner career years. There was much elevation and recognition for your professional achievements. Many of you received awards and honors. There should have been promotions and pay rises. If they haven't, this year, even though the career is less important, it is more or less stable and you will be content with the way your career is going. Your social and love life. The 7th house of love and social activities is not prominent this year, as it is not a house of power. Aside from the movement of short-term planets, it is basically empty. There is nothing in the cosmos against romance, but nothing supporting it either. This year, it tends to be status quo. You will seem to be content with the way your life is going. Jupiter's move into Libra this September 2016 will expand the social activity, and life will be mixing of business with pleasure. The same is true for friendships. Jupiter in your 11th house until September brings in new friends, which in turn becomes business bonding. Venus, your love planet, moves unusually quickly this year. She moves 15 houses. She will visit 3 more signs once more. This indicates social confidence and covers a lot of social territory. For singles, it also means revisiting of old relationships. Venus will spend a long time, 2 months out of bounds this year, from October 17 through December 17. Now, this shows that you will be going out of your way in search of love. It also indicates that you may get involved in a forbidden relationship. Now, because Venus is so fast, there are many short-term trends in love. Siblings and parents figures could have had a good time, and socializing will easily happen. Your most active social period will be from April 19th to May 24th. Spirituality for you. Now, Saturn in the money house creates a feeling of restriction, a feeling of limitation in finance. This is not uncomfortable if you take it as a learning experience. The role of Saturn is to plug points which are loose in the financial consciousness and make you financially healthier. Now is the time to streamline your accounts. This is a good time to correct all your frivolous expenses. A Saturn transit through this house can create trauma and teaches you to be financially organized and responsible. When you borrow money, you also need to learn to give it back. Saturn will actually enrich you. Saturn in the money house favors practical deals and steps to enhance health. It favors savings and investment plans. The financial planet in your 12th house from September 10th onwards doesn't deny Saturn's actions but adds a spiritual dimension. You will learn to look within and realize that things have to happen through you before they can happen to you. This is a spiritual perspective on wealth. If there are financial problems, we cannot fix them from outside but work to get our mind aligned with the spiritual principle of affluence. This is countering intuitiveness to worldly thought and takes meditation to new heights through internal focus. It is good. It is good to work towards and have long-term plans and investments. But the real work should be on a spiritual level. You need to realize your worth. The person who can work more and has capability to receive more will get more. I am speaking this out of experience. Then that when there are financial worries, get into the wealth state or consciousness and just feel rich. And you start attracting wealth, eliminating your worries. The problems will start to dissolve of their own weight. It takes time to get into that kind of meditative mode, but then it's worth the effort. Good luck for 2016. These were the major trends and the major guidelines for all of you. To get a personalized chart for 2016, which is more deeper and more individualistic, please visit my site and subscribe for my YouTube. Thank you.